We are live back with another edition of Fireside Chat, this time at Honey Baked Ham, a new great establishment here in Mount Juliet. I have the highly esteemed Fire Chief of Mount Juliet, Mark Foulks. I'm Justin Beasley, your Communications Director. Ton to get into. It's been a minute since we've done this because I've been busy, you've been busy, a lot of good things happening, but going to try to get back in a routine of doing these a little bit more often. I guess, Mark, first off, just how you been? Everything going well?
Absolutely. Everything's been going great, and thank you for getting us back on your schedule and doing another Fireside Chat. We're looking forward to getting this done more consistently.
Me back on y'all's schedule. I get it.
Yeah.
I'll take that one on the chin. So we did schedule this on a week where it's a really another busy week. I mean, we could have picked a week where maybe we were a little bit slower, but as I've learned in the Mount Juliet Fire Department, there's no such thing as a slow week. Wednesday, we have our first in-house fire recruit graduation here at Clemens Road. We'll have invite only as far as, family and friends coming to that. But for those that are just now listening, maybe just now hearing about this graduation, give us some context of how long this has happened since January and really how this separates us from maybe some other departments with what we're able to do with what the Board of Commissioners has been able to give us.
Yeah. Well, the big deal is our own in-house recruit academy, because in the past, Mount Juliet has always sent our personnel to the Tennessee Fire and Codes Academy. That means you're sending them away for 10 weeks. Mm-hmm. They're down in Bell Buckle for those 10 weeks, staying on campus, getting to come home on the weekends, but they have to stay down there for 10 weeks. So it really affects your staffing capabilities and within the city and being able to staff fire trucks because you've got personnel down there. Where we're usually always limited to sending about 1 or 2 people down there at a time. So there wasn't the capabilities of, having 6 or 8 people in the academy class at one time, just because, we didn't have the staffing capabilities to be able to make that happen.
Okay.
So this gives us the ability to cross-train our folks. A lot of the people that were in this class came to us with medical certifications, paramedic or advanced EMT, but did not have any fire certifications. And so there's a couple of different ways to go about getting fire certifications, but having a true academy-style class is, in my opinion, the best way to do it. They come out very skilled as firefighters. They know what they're doing. They're very safe about doing it. And I owe a big debt of gratitude to our Assistant Chief, Scott Lively, who is our Chief of Training. We kind of stole Scott we got him to retire a little bit early from Nashville and got him to retire a little bit from there and come to work here. Knowing his experience with having academy classes and doing recruit firefighter training, as well as professional development and all the other things that he brought to the table for us. But that recruit training academy was something big, and we knew that Scott was the person that could pull that off. And of course he did, along with the help with our other personnel. Our battalion chief, Brian Travis, was very instrumental in this class as well. And we want to make sure that all the folks we had a lot of our personnel within the department that really not just helped, but they wanted to help. They were very involved in helping because they wanted to help. They wanted to see our fire department get better. They wanted to see those recruits get better. But the big deal for us is we didn't have to send them away for 10 weeks. We did all this training in-house so they could go back to work that evening after training was over. And didn't cause staffing issues for us over that amount of time frame. And we got 6 people trained at one time. So that's 6 people getting certified to firefighter 2 level by the time that they take their next test. They'll be firefighter 2, which is huge because that's fully functioning firefighters for us, as well as their medical licensure that they have. And so that's one of 2 things that's going on right now within our department. We also have EMT and advanced EMT. We did our EMT class back in January.
Right.
Finished it up. We're back at the end of last year, and then we're starting our advanced EMT class soon. Actually, it's starting this month. And that advanced EMT class will take firefighters that we had that had very little medical training and get them trained to the level of advanced EMT, which is a significant level of EMT licensure, or a medical licensure level that essentially cross-trains all of our personnel to where everybody in the department can function in both roles, firefighting side and medical side, which helps us operationally. It helps us be physically responsible because we may have somebody that, let's say we need a paramedic for the ambulance, but we don't have anybody or advanced EMT for the ambulance, but we don't have anybody that has that licensure level. We just have EMRs in the past. We would have to work somebody on overtime to fill that spot. Right. Now this gives us the flexibility of having, where we're not having to work people overtime. We're operationally efficient to where people can work in both roles, whether it's on an ambulance or on a fire truck or et cetera.
So somebody like me that doesn't know a ton about the fire side, tell me, is it more difficult for somebody with the medical side to learn the fire side, or the fire side to learn the medical side? Just depends maybe on the strengths and weaknesses. But you think about it, that live burn day, these guys are normally just in an ambulance, and this is probably a little paradigm shift for them.
Yeah, it is the paradigm shift, and the one thing that you want to see and I would say probably it's a little bit more difficult on the medical side, learning the fire side, because the fire side is completely different work. I mean, it is a lot of physically intensive labor and work going into those things. It's putting yourself in environments that you're not used to being in as a paramedic.
Right.
I mean, sure, you've got car wreck scenes and stuff like that you function on as a paramedic, but you experience the live burns down there, and that's on the videos that you posted on Facebook and all of those things. But I mean, in a burn building, or when you're going into a house fire, any type of structure fire whatsoever, you literally can't see the hand in front of your face. And you told me that you experienced that in that simulation that we had down there. You really can't see anything. You're feeling your way through everything, or using the thermal imaging cameras that we've got to try to get some kind of an image of what you're facing. And that's different for paramedics and advanced EMTs to experience that, because they've never experienced that before. And for some people, it's a make or break. I mean, they're like, I can't do this or otherwise. But fortunately, all 6 of our personnel did extremely well during this academy class. They functioned at a high level, and several of them actually fell in love with it. I mean,
I did not.
I had a couple of them tell me, hey, this was unbelievable. I really enjoyed this experience, and I'm really glad I did it. I was dreading it going into it, and came out of it on the back end loving the experience. And I hate that you didn't love it. I mean, it's just one of those things. I mean, you just go in there and feel your way around.
One and done was fun. I need to correct you with a little bit. You complimented me at the chamber on Friday, which I have on record. Appreciate you. I will use that if I need it. But Brian Travis has taken a lot of photos and GoPro videos as well. And the running joke is I use his material and claim it as mine to build my resume, which isn't wrong either, isn't not true, but you got to give him credit where you give me credit as well. So Brian Travis does everything. He'll take some photos for us tomorrow, and I think the world of him. John, another one I think the world of. If you want to come join us, Honey Baked Ham, we're hoping people come for lunch today and get their Easter hams. He did tell me before, Mark, you got here, that this is one of their busier days ahead of Easter, and I told him we would take all the credit for it, naturally so, because we're live here. But we appreciate all the work he's done. John, if you want to put this mic on, we've upped our production a little bit. We've only had 2 mics, now we got 4, so you're locked and loaded. Sit down with us. Tell us how business is at the store, and you've been here for how many months now?
We officially opened on October 28th, so I think going on month 5 now. The response in the community has been awesome. Hearing often, I'm so glad you're here. This was a 5-year project to get here. So the community response has been awesome. We're still growing, still getting people in every day. Oh, I didn't know you were here, all that kind of stuff. So, but we're here, ready to go for Easter. So.
You've had 2 ribbon cuttings and now a fireside chat. Your marketing team's doing a good job.
We're doing good.
Which is you, right?
Yeah.
Mark, got any questions for him?
No, this brings back memories, because I remember Mom back in Knoxville, growing up in Knoxville, and they had the Honey Baked Ham stores there, and she would always go in, and of course at the time they didn't even have the type of food that you have in here now to eat. I mean, it was all just going in and getting hams.
Right.
The spiral cut hams that were ready to eat, and I just remember Mom going and getting those for Easter and for Thanksgiving and all that kind of stuff, and it just brings back kind of iconic memories for me of those holidays, and Mom traveling over to the Honey Baked Ham store and grabbing a ham for those things. But now, you've got all kinds of stuff, lunch options and all kinds of sandwich options and different things like that are great. We've already eaten in here. I think we ate here the first week that it opened. And you're right, a lot of people didn't know about it, and people were just kind of coming in, are you open yet? And those kind of things. But it was great. Really enjoyed sitting down for a meal here.
Yeah. And we appreciate y'all coming. But yeah, Honey Baked has definitely changed to be a one-stop shop for everything you need. We referred to them as ham depots kind of back in the day, where I'm just here for a ham and turkey. But now we've got, your full meals, desserts, take and bake sides, slider trays, lunch, cafe. We're super unknown lunch spot, but you can get daily specials for $10.59 plus tax every day. So yeah, but we can take care of anything that you need, from quick events, catering. Of course, we're known for the holidays. From groups of 10 to 1,000, we've taken care of in my term. So
you better quit talking about all that food. You'll never get rid of Justin.
Yeah.
What specifically is good here? Like,
So
what are people ordering lately?
I can tell you this market has really been receptive to our sliders.
Okay.
The ham and Swiss sliders, the garlic herb and turkey sliders. We sell a ton of those every day.
Yeah.
So this market, for whatever reason, has really taken to those. When we started, we stocked up with we're going to do ham classic, turkey classic, tavern club, the staples. But no, this market really loves the sliders. So that's what's really popular here. Of course, right now we're all on Easter. So right now, boneless ham seems to be the move for what people want. But, Easter's a smaller gathering. So we've got hams, down to 4.5 to 5 pounds, all the way up to 8 or 9 pounds in the boneless ham. So,
and you're closed Easter, so if you're
Yes.
last second like me and trying to get one on Easter, you're gonna be out of luck.
yeah, we're going to be open today and tomorrow, 10 to 6, Thursday 9 to 7, Friday 9 to 7, Saturday 9 to 6, and then closed Easter.
Fantastic. Tell me, one of my last questions at least. This building is fantastic. You this is a newer version of the store.
Yes.
And the Robinsons on this building, brick like Mount Juliet loves. I mean, good location you got right here.
Yeah, I love this building, and it's funny. This was actually the first building that I called about 5 years ago, and couldn't work anything out. So to be here was really awesome. The Robinsons, Bill has been awesome to me. Love being here, right on Mount Juliet Road. So drive-by traffic is no problem right here. But yeah, beautiful area. The new development with McFarland that got announced, super pumped for that.
Right.
So, but yeah, our location, we love it here.
Awesome.
And a new fire station going right around the corner.
Yeah. That gets us to our next topic, does it not? Did you do a bunch of pre-planning with this spot, Mark? I mean, naturally, even if somebody takes over a new building.
Yeah. Well, Brent and Bob are involved in our inspection. So any type of new business that goes in, we do inspections on those initially, typically, whenever they're changing occupancy or we have a new building. So all that was involved. And then pre-incident planning, we're getting around to all the businesses in Mount Juliet. And so pre-incident planning, there's two different things we do: pre-incident planning and life safety inspections, and they're two totally different components. Pre-incident planning, our companies actually come around, the fire companies on the fire truck or in the ambulance a lot of times, and they'll come by, and what they're looking to do is just get the information on the business, who the key holder is, who's the responsible party at night. So if we have a fire alarm and activation or something like that happening in the evenings, we can do that. Where are the electrical cutoffs? Where are the gas cutoffs? Where is roof access? All the different things that our firefighters need to know to be safe if something happens in this building. So if we have a fire in this building or other things occur, where our Knox box locations are. Knox boxes are key vaults that are on all of our businesses. They're required to be on businesses by code now, so they're on most of our commercial businesses here in Mount Juliet.
Right.
And that allows us to get access to the building, the key that's secured. We have a key on our truck that's secured in the truck. You have to have a special PIN code to get it out per person, so that we can log and track that. And then they can actually gain access to that building through a little vault that's got the keys to the business inside, and they'll often have alarm codes in it and things like that we can reset the alarm with or try to reset the alarm with, and do those things as we notify the key holder. That way we're not causing damages to these expensive doors as we're coming into businesses and things like that, to make sure that there's no real cause or otherwise, fire-wise or whatever's going on within the business.
Fantastic. John, we'll let you get back to it. We appreciate you. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about? We thank you for having us here for our first Fireside chat of the spring season.
No, appreciate y'all coming down today. Like I said, we're ready to go for Easter. Inventory is still good. Getting a lot of calls. Is it too late? It is not too late. Everything is good. I would tell everybody, maybe by Friday, get your order in. At this rate, just orders are coming in pretty fast right now. But yeah, by Friday would be good. But right now we're still good. So we've got plenty of ham and turkey in stock for you.
Sweet. That's what we like to hear.
Right.
Thank you, man.
Thank
Thank you, brother.
y'all.
We appreciate your time. I'll grab that mic from you. Awesome. And I'll at least come order here in a minute. Those sliders sounded good. So
Yeah, you better not wait.
thank you for your time. Yeah, I'm not going to wait any on that either. You did mention the new fire station on Old Lebanon Dirt Road. We visited about a month ago, did a Facebook Live out there, got to meet the construction team. They're a fun time. Tell me what the latest is on that for somebody that doesn't know.
Well, we got a lot of walls going up, and so the masons are up there. The block masons are up there doing a lot of concrete block because that's primarily what the building's built out of. And so they're up there doing that. I think they're going to pour the slabs in both of the finished areas of the building on the front and the back side of the building, or the
Okay.
north and south sides of the building. They're going to pour those slab areas within the next few weeks. Probably actually starting next week, we're hoping to get those slabs poured, so we'll have actually a floor in there. And then they'll continue to go vertical with the block and get all that going until the steel members come in for the roofing and things like that. So it's really making great progress. The date right now is currently December that we're still proposed to get in there, but it's going to be a great building for us for just not just now, but for years and years to come. It offers a lot of training space, because that's one thing that Chief Lively fights for right now is space to have training. I mean, we've got classrooms that we beg, borrow, and steal from everywhere.
Right. It's part of the contract to get him over here.
Yeah, I think so.
Come
We
with
had to give
training
him a big
space.
training building. So we got a nice training space to where we can do all those things that we need to do.
Awesome. And I'm hearing through the grapevine, I don't know if it's true or not, and I'm sure you're afraid of what I'm going to ask. Fire department's got a new boat
We got a new
in
boat.
time for summer.
Yeah, we got a new boat. We're actually going to go pick it up this week. Firehouse Subs, Public Safety Foundation,
Okay.
was generous enough to basically, we got that boat through a grant through their foundation. But it's just like all the rain that we've had in the last few weeks. You know, we had a lot of low-level flooding here that could have been a lot worse if the rain would have continued.
Right.
We got a break in the rain here in Mount Juliet at the time we needed to break in the rain.
No doubt.
Fortunately, we didn't suffer what Clarksville and some of the other places to our northwest suffered with the amount of rain that they had, and they still have got a lot of flooding going on in those areas up there. But we are very fortunate, but we want to be ready whenever that happens. And so this is an aluminum hull boat, so it's a metal boat with a motor, and it's got a double stack trailer. So we've already had some boats in the past where we've had some inflatable rafts that we've used with motors and stuff on them. And those inflatable rafts, that inflatable raft will actually be stored on top of the trailer that we're getting with this boat. And then we've got the aluminum hull boat, and so we're ready to go in any type of rescue that we need to be ready to go in with that. So we're very, very excited to have that. We actually are going to be sending someone to go down to pick it up from the manufacturer this week. And so really excited about getting our hands on that.
Goes without saying, this boat not recreational. This is for
It's
business.
for work. It's
For
for
business.
it's for rescue work.
I love
It's for those kind of things. And so, but we will have it for all the capabilities we need, whether it's in town or whether it's the portions of the lake that we have
Right.
to cover. That boat will be available for all the rescue resources that we need for that.
Fantastic.
So it's not for you to go fishing. on.
Right. I understand. I know you wouldn't let me anyway. We got some. I believe we have some Sea-Doos as well that we have if we ever need them as well in Clemens Road. So really just adding to our repertoire and our resources that our Board of Commissioners so thankfully give us and allow us to have. It's all because of them, and we're going to show them some love tomorrow night as well. Again, our in-house 2025, 25-1, as y'all say on the fire emails, in-house graduation. Really looking forward to that, all the families and kids that will be there, and our Board of Commissioners as well. That's going to be a fun time. That is actually presented by Salvo's Pizza, and just like here at Honey Baked Ham, if you're a business and look to want to attach your name to something, always looking to try to figure something out, we want to support and shop local, and we know everybody appreciates our fire department as they do many other departments within the city. So we certainly appreciate that. Come out, see us at Honey Baked Ham. Our fire administration is here and rocking and rolling. A busy, busy week. Again, tomorrow night, it's invite only, but if you don't have an invite and you're maybe see a fire graduate and you live in Massachusetts or something, be sure to check out our Facebook page on YouTube and also our Mount Juliet Fire Department page. We're going to live stream that so you can see that and enjoy that moment with your loved ones. Anything else, Mark?
Not that I'm aware of.
Sweet. Thank you. Fireside Chat. We're going to try to do this once a month. We'll see you all in May.